Hi, folks. How are you? My name is Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art, the Creative Course Collab, a curator for the Creative Curiosities Paper and Notions Pack, and a proud member of the Crafty Bunch. I'm trying to find my live here. Hold on. And sprinkling me out here. Yesterday, my page did something really weird, and it like left me live for hours. And I was just like, whoops, I hit the wrong button. I didn't mean to hit that button. Okay. Get it in all of the places. And so let's see here. All right. So this is 20 minutes of paint with me. And so what is that? It's based on the 100-hour rule, which states if you do something for 18 minutes a day, you'll be 95% better than anyone in your field. I say if we do something for 20 minutes a day, we'll be better than, hey, Sylvia, how are you? Then we'll be 95% better than when we started. So this is 20 minutes of paint with me. I have my handy little timer here. Today, we're going to pick out something new to paint. Let me get us turned down here. And we can pick out something new. Hey, Dee, how are you? I'm going to get over here where I can find my comments here real quick and get my phone up on the... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got my thing on. Thank you for sprinkling the love. And so we're going to pick out something new. Yesterday, hold on, let me close that. We completed our, we completed our little pumpkin, and I think it's super adorable. Good. I'm glad you're having a good Wednesday. But today we're on to something new. And so back a few week or so ago when we started on our pumpkin, we had said do the pumpkin and then we would do the little puppy dog and cat, right? But then it was like, well, give us some other options. So I found these on Pinterest, a little mushroom. I have two different versions because I don't know, I'm not really a mushroom person, but I kind of really like these. And so I thought maybe you would like that. And then I saw this, and I don't know why I'm drawn to it, but I was drawn to it. So I also as that. So do we want to stick with the whimsical pups, or do we want to do one of these? And of these two, I like this mushroom the best, and I like this background the best. So I probably would switch them. I don't know. Y'all can help me out here. So this is where I need your vote. And so we're going to say 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. I love them all, so I'll let others pick. Okay. All right. So Diana says 3. We got 1 vote for 3. Hey, Diana, how are you? Sylvia says 1 or 3. So I guess that's technically 2 votes for 3 and 1 vote for 1. Not crazy about the boots, but love the others. Okay. So what does that mean? You got to give me a 1, 2, or 3. So I guess 3 would not be in your number. 1 or 2 would be in your number. So we need a tiebreaker, guys. We've got 2 for each of these and 1 for this one. One. Okay. All right. So we have a tiebreaker. So we're going to move on with this one. These can always be next time, right? And so I'm going to save them and they'll come back around. They'll come back around. I promise. All right. Now I'll pick the color that I want. Blue. That one. No. No, not that one. It's either going to be blue or green because I think Yo-Yo will, well, since we've got blue sitting right here, let's just go with blue. All right. All right. And y'all know I'm painting on paper. This is just like printed. I bought these pads. They're not anything old, even though they have like old ledger or old letters or old whatever. It's just because I want to put them in the journal so then we can see, did we get 95% better? And so, all right, let's get our timer going. And we got 20 minutes, not seconds. That'd be a fast paint, wouldn't it? On the clock. And what I want to do is this whimsical kind of puppy kitten, but in these colors, because that's Kai and that's Yo-Yo. And so that is what we're going to attempt to do. Now, whether or not we succeed at this, I don't know. we're gonna give it our best shot. All right. So I just want to kind of mark in here kind of where I want faces and bodies to be. And so it's going to be this whimsical, like, look, right? Because that's the thing I like about this. And no, it's not, he's not going to have a bow on his head. We're not going to do that to poor little Yo-Yo, okay? If I tried to put a bow on his head, he would probably hate me forever. And so, like, the skinny little neck. And then his little body, although Yo-Yo is anything but little. Y'all, he's 21-pound cat. And according to my sister says he's fat, but he's not. He's a big boy, but and could he lose a pound? Maybe so. But he is a big head, big body, big cat. Like, the vet is not concerned about his weight. She did put him on a little bit of weight management food just to keep it from becoming a problem, she said, because, you know, he's now a totally indoor cat. And so, but she's happy with, and that was back some time ago. And so she's happy with his weight. But we're just going to sketch this in here as best we can. I don't know. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's very whimsical. So I don't care if it's exactly like perfect, right? And we can adjust as we're painting and we see something that needs to be adjusted. We can adjust it. It's not like it's the end of the world, guys. That's roughly our cat. I'm gonna just go put in his eyes just because I like to be able to, like, okay, that makes sense. Some big eyes. He's got a little heart of a nose. I think I'm going to keep that because that's just cute. And then the mouth. Now, in real life, Kai would totally hug Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo would not totally hug Kai or allow Kai to hug him. Your dog is 25 pounds. I know, right? Yo-Yo could be almost the size of your dog. Now, I probably shouldn't have made him so tall because now I don't have room for my dog to be like that much taller, but that's okay. Probably should have shortened him a little bit, but we're not going to redraw that. We're just going to make we're going to make our pup the same size, roughly the same size. His nose is going to come in here, and then his head's going to come, his ears might get cut off a little bit. Do I want to cut his ears off? No, I don't. I don't want to cut his ears off. I would say Yo-Yo totally tolerates Kai. When we got Kai, I had Oscar, who was the sweetest. Uh, he was Bernie's Mountain Dog / Border Collie, mixed with Border Collie. And he there's a long story I've told most of you. Most of you have heard the story about Oscar and him coming here and me finding him in how he got his name. I found him in my neighbor's trash can. No, my neighbor didn't throw him out. Don't think that. He was just foraging for food because, well, he was hungry. And he'd been obviously missing from wherever he came from. I don't know. We never found the people who owned him. We searched, but we never found. And so, anyway, I have pictures of when Kai was a little puppy, and he did this up until the day Oscar left us. I think he did this with Oscar. Oscar would get a little like, okay, enough, and he would like not really growl at him, but just like give him a little like I'm not happy with this situation. um but anyway, um and kind of like push him off, but he would get up on his back and like lay across his back, like just down his back, his arms around his neck and his head on top of Oscar's head. And that's how he laid for like ever. And I need to get these. Well, no, I guess not. I guess we're good. That's a little space there, but there's gonna be all kind of hair in there. So there actually probably should go like more like that. Um Anyway, because our dog is actually like hugging our cat here. So we're gonna just have his little arms come in here. I don't know, something like that. Something like that. We'll figure that out as we're painting. It'll make more sense. We're just gonna get in a body here. And so again, we have a little tail here. And then his little leg coming in here. But it was so cute to watch him. I mean, he did that day one that he came in the house. He just immediately like jumps up on Oscar. I'm like, Oscar, you're such a good dog. Such a good dog. Like he couldn't have been a better dog. I'm pretty sure Cody, my other border collie, nor Hunter would have ever tolerated that. Hunter was my lab. They had gone before Kai came. And so they had left me before then. But and I kind of knew it was Oscar's time coming because he had an issue. I'm not sure if it was like brain cancer or something, but he was definitely having issues. And so I got Kai because it's like I have never been without a dog, only for like a few years. And I was like, I don't want to be without one. Okay. So the opportunity came from a wonderful breeder. Hey, Virginia, how are you, Jenny? And so, all right, there's my cat and my dog. They're a little bit big, but that's okay. We got it drawn in. Now let me grab some paints and we're going to get started. Like I said, I don't want to paint them like this. I'm going to actually reverse them and paint them like that. So I've got to remember that before I go just like painting, right? It wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't matter. But let's see. Where is that other color? Here we go. Here we go. All right. I'm going to start on Kai first. And so, but yeah, he's been a hugger from day one. He gives hugs. And so he gives awesome hugs. He will like he actually knows how to do a hug. It's amazing because he like jumps up, puts his arms around your shoulders and just like squeezes and puts his head up by your neck and just like pushes it in, and then he squeezes your shoulders when he, you know, like you say give mom a hug or something, or if I'm gone and I come back and he just like will do that. It's so cute. He's done it from day one. He knows how to give hugs. I don't know who taught him that, but it's something he's done from the moment like I got him. All right. Okay, Jenny, I'll see you later. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. So we're just gonna get him some fur in here. And yes, I'm just starting with black. And I kind of want that wild hair, right? That's one of the things that drew me to this is all that wild hair. So we're gonna make sure we get that. And it's gonna start from the very beginning. Now, Kai has a totally black face. He does not have the like. He has a little white on his chin, but he does not have the I'm gonna stay away from the eyes right now. I'm just gonna come in around the mouth a little bit. Our lurker gives hugs too. Our lurcher gives hugs too. She's big enough to stand up on her back legs and wrap her paws around your neck. Yes. It's awesome, isn't it, Kat, when they do that? Yeah, he doesn't have a blaze. Kai's daddy is named Cole, and he does not have a blaze either, and Kai looks exactly like him. He even has the little white mark on his like little chin right there. He has a little white mark right there, and he has a little white mark on his back, kind of like the back right side of his neck. Guys, if you realize, oops, wait a minute, I'm painting the wrong direction, just go back over those strokes and paint them in the direction that you want them to go. We're not done, obviously, but we're just getting some black in there in these areas, going in the direction that we want them to go. He's got a lot of black on him now. And we're going to have to separate some of this black. But right now, it's going to look a hot mess, okay? So this is okay. It's going to all come together. So don't stress it. He also has a little white on his chest, so we'll put a little white there. Oftentimes, things look a hot mess. And it's okay. It's part of the process. Just trust the process. It's going to be okay. And even if it's not perfect, in the end, it's still going to be okay. There's a method behind my madness of doing it this way. And you're like, well, you're just going to cover it up. No, not really. Not really. The important part here when you're doing this step, if you're painting along with me, and if you're not, grab your paints, grab some paper. This is just like photocopy paper. So you can grab photocopy paper and come paint with me. The texture of this that I'm painting on is the exact same as this paper right here. It's the same weight, it's the same feel, it's the same everything. Look at our puppy coming in there. You're like, oh my God, what is she doing? I can hear y'all. I can hear you thinking it. There's a method. I can hear those thoughts. He's definitely got some wild hair though, doesn't he? Now, Kai doesn't have this kind of wild hair. He's not a smooth coat. He is definitely a long coat. And Lord, that dog can shed. I thought Oscar was bad, and Oscar was bad. He probably wasn't as bad as Oscar. I just have forgotten how bad Oscar was. But Lordy, I kind of thought maybe I was like past that shedding stage. And here comes along Kai, who sheds like almost as bad as Oscar. And I'm like, how is this possible? You don't have near the hair Oscar had. Oscar, I could comb a dog off of him a day. I kid you not. Like the amount of fur I got off of him, you could make another dog with it. It would fill like a grocery bag, you know, the plastic grocery bags. I could groom him daily and get a get a plastic grocery bag full of hair off of him daily. And he still had hair. Like, he still had hair. You're like, how do you have any hair left? But yeah, he was my big shedder. Now I'm just gonna make up a leg right here that would be sticking out a little bit, guys. And then there's gonna be white inside of here, but I just want a little bit of black there where it's black. And so you can see it's looking like a hot mess. Dog glitter, yes, dog glitter. Dog glitter and more. And more. Now, here's the fun part. Because as I come in here and we'll start up again tomorrow. Well, actually, tomorrow I'll be faux live, but we will be live at noon. So come back and join. As I start in here again, you're going to start to see areas that are darker and lighter. And that's because the areas that are black are going to get blacker. And then there's some areas that are going to get left that'll be the lighter. And then as we continue to go over top of these, because I have to go to work tomorrow. As we continue to go over top, you're going to see all of these layers because it's just going to get darker and darker. Now, because it's black, it will get to a certain point where it's black and you can't really see the difference. So that is the challenge, is to get enough layers that you can see the difference and yet not get too much that it all just becomes black. And so that's the challenge of doing it this way. But I think you're going to like this process. So anyway, come back tomorrow at 12. Join me for day 42 of Paint With Me, 20 minutes of Paint With Me, and we will have some fun. Anyway, I hope you're doing this. Hope you're painting along. If you're doing your pumpkin, post your picture when you're done. I would love to see it. Y'all have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you later. Bye.